Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is how to find integrating factor using rule 2 and rule 3. Let us understand rule 2 first. If the given equation is of the form y into f1 of xy into dx plus x into f2 of xy into dy is equal to 0 and mx minus ny is not equal to 0, then integrating factor is equal to 1 by mx minus ny. Okay? Now, what are f1 and f2 here? f1 and f2 are nothing but the functions of the product function xy. प्रोडक्ट फंक्शन xy का मीनिंग क्या होता है? x का डिग्री और y का डिग्री हमेशा सेम होना चाहिए. अगर x का डिग्री 1 है तो y का डिग्री भी 1 होना चाहिए. अगर x का डिग्री 2 दिया है तो y का डिग्री भी 2 देना चाहिए. दोनों का डिग्री अगर सेम नहीं है then it is not called as function of xy. But if the degree of both x and y are same, then we can call it as product function xy. ठीक है? So let us understand the concept by solving sums based on this rule. Okay? So let us take the first example as solve y into 1 plus xy into dx plus x into 1 minus xy into dy is equal to 0. How do we solve this sum, students? First standard step, you will be writing it as the given equation is of the form m into dx plus n into dy is equal to 0. ठीक है? So what are the functions m and n here? M is given as y into 1 plus xy, which can further be written as y plus x into y square. इसी तरह function n क्या दिया है? n is equal to x into 1 minus xy, which is nothing but x minus x square y. Okay? After writing the functions m and n, you need to calculate dou m by dou y. Dou m by dou y का मीनिंग क्या होता है? Differentiating partially the given function m with respect to y, treating the other variable x as constant. So dou m by dou y का वैल्यू क्या है? y का डेरिवेटिव 1 होता है, x constant है, y square का डेरिवेटिव 2y. So you can write it as 2xy. Okay? In a similar way, how do we find out the value of dou n by dou x? X derivative is 1 minus x square derivative is 2x and y you need to write as it is since it is a constant. Okay? What is your observation? Since dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, the given equation is not exact, isn't it? So we need to use the concept of integrating factor. Now, what is your observation? The given equation is of the form y into f1 of xy into dx plus x into f2 of xy into dy is equal to 0. Why? Why we are calling it as a product function xy? X and y का degree same है. First term, first part if you consider. In a similar way, second part अगर आप consider करोगे तो x का degree और y का degree same है. तो इसके लिए हमको नेक्स्ट स्टेप लिखना है द गिवन इक्वेशन इज ऑफ द फॉर्म y into f1 of xy into dx plus x into f2 of xy into dy is equal to 0. Okay, now after writing this step, what you need to do? You need to find out the value of mx minus ny. So what is mx minus ny? जो भी फंक्शंस दिया है m को x से मल्टीप्लाई करना है और n को y से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. So what is n? x minus x square y into y, which can further be simplified as xy plus x square y square minus xy plus x square y square. Plus xy and minus xy is getting cancelled. So you got the value of mx minus ny as 2x square y square, which is not equal to 0. So what is the integrating factor formula which we have studied? Integrating factor is equal to 1 by mx minus ny, which is equal to 1 by 2x square into y square. Okay? After finding the integrating factor, you need to multiply the integrating factor with the given differential equation. Then automatically the equation will become exact, isn't it? So multiply करने के बाद आपको क्या करना है? After multiplying, you need to write it as it is an exact differential equation. Okay? Then the new functions, we are going to denote it by m dash and n dash. What is m dash? 1 by 2x square y square into y plus xy square. इसको सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद आपको क्या वैल्यू मिलेगी? 1 by 2x square y plus 1 upon 2x. Okay? In a similar way, you will be writing the function n dash. n dash क्या है? 1 by 2x square y square into x minus x square y, which can further be written as 1 by 2x y square minus 1 by 2y. ठीक है? m dash and n dash लिखने के बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है? सॉल्यूशन इज गिवन बाय. फॉर्मूला क्या सीखा है हमने? इंटीग्रल m dash into dx plus integral n dash into dy is equal to c. When you are integrating the function m dash with respect to x, y should be treated as constant. In a similar way, when you are integrating the function n dash with respect to y, then you have to consider only the terms in n dash which are free from x. Okay? So let us find out the value of integral m dash dx. What is it? It is nothing but integral 1 by 2x square y plus 1 by 2x into dx. When you are integrating the function, what is the value which you will be getting? For the first part, 1 by 2y is treated as constant. And what is integral of 1 upon x square? 1 upon x square can be written as x to the power minus 2. x to the power minus 2 का इंटीग्रेशन क्या होता है? x to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 integral of 1 by x dx will be equal to log x. So how do we write? This can further be written as minus 1 upon 2xy plus 1 by 2 log x. Okay? m dash का इंटीग्रेशन करने के बाद n dash को इंटीग्रेट करना है with respect to y. So what is integral of n dash dy? It is nothing but integral of minus 1 by 2y dy, which is 1 minus 1 upon 2 into log y. Okay? Therefore, minus 1 by 2xy plus 1 by 2 log x minus 1 by 2 log y is equal to c. Now, minus half is common everywhere. Therefore, you can write it as minus 1 by xy or log x minus log y. Log a minus log b क्या है? Log a by b. Therefore, you can write it as plus log of x by y is equal to c is the required solution. Okay? So, this is the first example for rule 2. Okay? So, let us solve one more example based on rule 2, which is important. Examination point of view, there are 4 rules in integrating factor. One rule will come. Okay? Second rule which we are studying today is important. Okay? So, question number 2. This is a university graded sum, students. What is the given question? Solve dy by dx is equal to minus x square y cube plus 2y upon x minus 2x cube into y square. नाउ ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन जो दिया रहता है वो डायरेक्टली एम डी एक्स प्लस एन डी वाई इज इक्वल टू ज़ीरो के फॉर्म में दिखाई देता है. ओके, इफ़ यू ऑब्जर्व दिस पर्टिकुलर एग्जाम्पल, directly it is not given in the form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, but you need to make in that particular form. So what is given by observation? You can write the given equation as x square y cube plus 2y into dx क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई किया है तो आपको ये ऐसे दिखने वाले हैं. देन प्लस 2x minus 2x cube into y square into dy is equal to 0. Okay, when you are writing it in the equation form, minus will become plus here, isn't it? Now equation देखने के बाद तुरंत आपको क्या दिखाई दे रहा है? पहले पार्ट में y को बाहर निकाल सकते हैं. So y into, you can write it as x square y square plus 2 into dx, plus in the second part you can take x outside, so you can write it as x into 2 minus 2x square y square into dy is equal to 0. Now immediately by observation you can write the equation is of the form y into f1 xy dx plus x into f2 of xy into dy is equal to 0. Now you can write the functions m and n here. What are the functions m and n? Here m is equal to y into x square y square plus 2, and your n is equal to x into 2 minus 2x square into y square. mx minus ny का वैल्यू निकालना है. What is mx minus ny? It is xy into x square y square plus 2 minus xy into 2 minus 2x square y square. दोनों टर्म्स में xy कॉमन है, इसके लिए xy को बाहर लिख सकते हैं and open the bracket and write the terms as x square y square plus 2 minus 2 plus 2x square y square. Okay, if you observe, plus 2 and minus 2 is getting cancelled, and x square y square plus 2x square y square will give you 3x square y square. If you multiply it by x and x into y, your answer will be 3x cube y cube, which is not equal to 0. Therefore your integrating factor is equal to what? Write the formula 1 by mx minus ny, which is equal to 1 by 3x cube y cube. Once you find the integrating factor, you need to multiply it by the given differential equation. Therefore, the next step will be 1 by 3x cube into y cube into x square y cube plus 2y into dx plus 1 by 3x cube y cube into 2x minus 2x cube y square into dy is equal to 0. ओके, सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 1 बाई 3x प्लस 2 बाई 3x क्यूब इंटू वाई स्क्वायर इंटू डी एक्स प्लस 2 बाई 3x स्क्वायर वाई क्यूब माइनस 2 बाई 3y into dy is equal to 0. You can write it as is an exact equation. Okay, you have multiplied the given differential equation by integrating factor, then automatically the equation has become exact differential equation. Okay, so once it is exact, you need to write the new functions. What are the new functions here? M dash क्या है? M dash is nothing but 1 by 3x plus 2 by 3x cube into y square. What is your n dash, students? N dash is nothing but 2 by 3x square y cube minus 2 by 3y. Okay. So solution क्या है? Solution is given by formula क्या सीखा है हमने? Integral m dash dx treating y as constant plus इंटीग्रल n डैश टी वाई, डी वाई क्या है, टर्म्स इन n डैश which are free from x, only those terms you need to consider in n dash which is equal to c. Okay, so let us find out the values. Okay, so after writing the formula you will be writing integral m dash dx क्या है, integration of 1 by 3x plus 2 by 3x cube into y square into dx. एन डैश में एक ही टर्म आपको कंसिडर करना है क्योंकि पहले टर्म 2 बाई 3x स्क्वायर वाई क्यूब इज नॉट फ्री फ्रॉम x, इसके लिए प्लस इंटीग्रल माइनस 2 बाई 3y इंटू डी वाई इज इक्वल टू सी. यू विल हैव टू राइट what is integral of 1 by 3x dx, it is nothing but 1 by 3 log x plus 2 by 3 y square constant है उसको बाहर निकालना है, और 1 बाई एक्स क्यूब का इंटीग्रेशन क्या है, x टू द पावर माइनस 2 बाई माइनस 2. ओके, माइनस 2 बाई 3 इंटीग्रल ऑफ 1 बाई वाई डी वाई क्या होता है, log y is equal to c. Therefore, what is the final answer? 1 by 3 log x, then you will be having minus 2 and 2 is getting cancelled. You can write it as minus 1 by 3 x square y square minus 2 by 3 into log y is equal to c is the required solution. Okay. So this is about rule number 2. Okay. So before studying rule 2, all of you please go through rule number 1, which is based on homogeneous equation, and then you solve the problems based on rule 2. Okay. So the next rule which we are going to cover is rule 3, students. What does rule 3 says? When you find out the value of dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x and you subtract, that is dou m upon dou y minus dou n upon dou x upon the denominator is capital N, is a function of x only. What do you mean by function of x? Function of x, say f of x. Then your integrating factor will be always equal to e raised to integral f of x dx. Okay. If the given equation is of the form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0 and rule 1 and rule 2 cannot be used, then you will be solving the problem based on rule 3, which says dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x upon n is a function of x alone. x only मतलब इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है, जो आंसर आपको मिलने वाला है उसमें ओनली x का टर्म्स आपको दिखाई देगा. ओके, so that type of function we always call it as function of x only. Then what is the formula given for integrating factor? Integrating factor is always equal to what? E raised to integral f of x dx. Okay, so let us solve few problems based on rule 3. Solve x raised to 4 into e raised to x minus 2mxy square into dx plus 2mx square y into dy is equal to 0. So how do we solve this? First step is you know that the equation is of the form m into dx plus n into dy is equal to 0. So you will be writing the functions m and n. Here m is equal to x raised to 4 into e raised to x minus 2mxy square. What is your n? N is equal to 2mx square y. Okay. So what is your dou m by dou y? It is minus 4 into mxy. Why is it so? For the first part, x raised to 4 e raised to x, what is the derivative? When you are going to take the derivative with respect to y, x is treated as constant. Therefore, the derivative of x to the power 4 into e raised to x is nothing but 0. So, minus 2mx as it is आपको लिखना है, और y square का derivative क्या होता है? 2y. Therefore, the answer is minus 4mxy. इसी तरह dou n by dou x का वैल्यू क्या है? 4mxy. What is your observation? Both are not same. We are using rule number 3 here. Okay. So what is it? Dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x upon n. When you are calculating the value, dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x का value क्या है? Minus 4mxy minus 4mxy, which will give you minus 8m into xy upon, what is the function n given? 2mx square y. Okay, simplify करने के बाद minus 4 by x का आंसर आया है. Okay, what is minus 4 by x? It is nothing but a function of x only. Therefore, what is the integrating factor? Integrating factor का formula क्या है? E to the power integral f of x dx, which is nothing but e to the power integral minus 4 by x into dx, which is nothing but e raised to minus 4 log x. E raised to minus 4 log x को कैसे लिख सकते हैं? E to the power log x to the power minus 4, which is nothing but x raised to minus 4. x raised to minus 4 को कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 1 by x to the power 4. So what is your integrating factor? Integrating factor is nothing but 1 by x to the power 4. Therefore, what is the next step? After finding out the integrating factor, you need to multiply the integrating factor to the given differential equation. So 1 by x to the power 4 into x raised to 4 e raised to x minus 2mxy square into dx you will have to write plus 1 by x raised to 4 into 2mx square y into dy is equal to 0 is an exact equation. You need to write in this particular way. Okay. So after this, how do we proceed? You need to write the new functions m dash and n dash. So here, what is your m dash? M dash is nothing but 1 by x raised to 4 into x raised to 4 e to the power x minus 2mx y square. This is nothing but what? E raised to x आपको लिखना है because x raised to 4 and x raised to 4 is getting cancelled. Then minus 2m, your x and x is getting cancelled. So you are going to have minus 2m y square upon x to the power 4 will become x cube. इसी तरह n dash क्या दिया है? n dash is nothing but 2mx square y upon x to the power 4, which is nothing but 2my. X square and x square got cancelled and you got the answer as upon x square. Okay, after that the standard step is solution is given by, what is the solution? Integral m dash dx plus integral n dash dy is equal to c. You have to write when you are integrating the function m dash with respect to x, y is treated as constant. When you are integrating the function n dash with respect to y, you need to consider the terms in n dash which are free from x, isn't it? So you are going to write it as integral e to the power x minus 2m y square upon x cube into what? Dx. Plus you will be writing integral 0 dy is equal to c. इंटीग्रल 0 dy क्यों लिखा है? क्योंकि n डैश में x टर्म एग्जिस्टिंग है, तो इसके लिए ये टर्म को हमको कंसिडर नहीं करना है. ठीक है. सो इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ e रेज टू x dx क्या है? e टू द पावर x माइनस 2my स्क्वायर कॉन्स्टेंट है. इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 1 बाय एक्स क्यूब क्या होता है? x टू द पावर माइनस 2 बाय माइनस 2 इज इक्वल टू c. This can further be written as e raised to x minus into minus will give you plus 2 and 2 is getting cancelled. You will be writing my square upon x square is equal to c is the required solution. Okay. So this is a university graded sum which we have covered, students. Similarly, one more sum let us cover so that you will get better clarity about rule 3. Okay. So this sum is equally important. Solve y plus y cube by 3 plus x square by 2 into dx plus 1 by 4 into, you got x plus x into y square into dy is equal to 0. Okay. So what is the step number 1? You will be writing the functions m and n. Here m is equal to y plus y cube by 3 plus x square by 2, and the function n is 1 by 4 into x plus xy square. After that, find out the values of dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x. What is dou m upon dou y? It is nothing but 1 plus 3y square upon 3, which can further be written as 1 plus y square. Dou n by dou x का वैल्यू क्या है? 1 by 4 as it is लिखना है. x का डेरिवेटिव 1 है. एक्स वाई स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव क्या होता है? x का डेरिवेटिव 1 है, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय y square. You will be getting the answer as 1 upon 4 into 1 plus y square. Now apply the rule dou m by dou y minus dou n upon dou x upon the denominator is n, the function n. Substitute the values. 1 plus y square minus 1 upon 4 into 1 plus y square upon, what is your n? N is nothing but 1 by 4 into x plus xy square. If you observe, डिनोमिनेटर में x का टर्म कॉमन है तो x का टर्म को बाहर निकालना है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली 1 प्लस वाई स्क्वायर इन द न्यूमरेटर एंड 1 प्लस वाई स्क्वायर इन द डिनोमिनेटर विल गेट कैंसल्ड. ओके, सो इसके लिए नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या लिखना है आपको? 1 माइनस 1 plus y square and 1 plus y square got cancelled. 1 minus 1 by 4 you will be getting. And what is the denominator? x को बाहर निकाला है तो 1 plus y square cancel हो गया, तो x by 4 you are getting. 1 minus 1 upon 4 will give you what? 3 by 4 into, you will be writing it as 4 by x. 4 and 4 is getting cancelled. You got the answer as 3 by x. What is 3 by x? It is a function of x only. Therefore, how do you proceed? You will be writing the next step as integrating formula. Integrating factor का formula क्या सीखा है? e to the power integral f of x dx. What is it? It is nothing but e raised to integral 3 by x dx, which is equal to e raised to 3 log x. How do we write e raised to 3 log x? It can be written as e raised to log x cube, which can further be written as x cube. Therefore, we got the value of integrating factor as x cube. After finding out the integrating factor value, you need to multiply the integrating factor value to the given differential equation. Therefore, the next step will be x cube into y plus y cube by 3 plus x square by 2 into dx plus x cube upon 4 into x plus xy square into dy is equal to 0 is an exact equation. After writing this step, you need to write the new functions as m dash and n dash. M dash कैसे लिखना है? M dash is nothing but x cube into y plus y cube by 3 plus x square by 2. And what is the function n dash? X cube upon 4 into x plus xy square. Now the next standard step is what? You have to write the formula as solution is given by integral m dash into dx plus integral n dash into dy is equal to c. Integral m dash, when you are going to integrate the function m dash with respect to x, y should be treated as constant. When you are integrating the new function n dash with respect to y, consider only the terms in n dash which are free from x. Okay. So the next step is going to be integral x cube into y plus y cube upon 3 plus x square by 2 into dx plus you are not considering any term from n dash because both the terms contain x. Therefore, you need to write integral 0 dy is equal to c. So, when you are integrating the function m dash with respect to x, y is treated as constant. So, x cube का integration क्या है? X to the power 4 by 4 into y as it is आपको लिखना है plus again you will be writing it as how you will be writing y cube by 3 as it is आपको लिखना है और integral of x cube क्या होता है x to the power 4 by 4 plus x cube into x square upon 2 will give you what x raised to 5 x raised to 5 by 2 का integration क्या होता है x raised to 6 by 6 into 2 will give you 12 okay is equal to c. So therefore you will be writing the final step as x raised to 4 into y upon 4 plus x raised to 4 into y cube upon 12 plus x raised to 6 upon 12 is equal to c is the required solution. Okay. So this is about rule 3 students. Okay. So I hope the concept of rule 2 and rule 3 is very clear. In the next lecture, let us complete rule 4 and let us cover the topic linear equations. Okay. So that is what is for today. Thank you so much for the lecture which you are going to see, and I expect that you will be benefited with this lecture as well. Thank you, students.